Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. We're going to continue from Oregon. Let's see what happens next.
Even contrived, planned, and managed beauty has its charms, but what appeals to the senses is the asymmetry of nature. Its rough edges, its mistakes, a tree that is both out of place and exactly where it needs to be. Much like the dinosaurs.
Excuse me, Dr. Malcolm. There are reports of a large herd of subject animals roaming freely in Yosemite.
To my point, chaos. Don't you just love it?
California, a large herd of wild dinosaurs have congregated in a valley inside Yosemite National Park. The DFW want to set up a facility here to catalogue and monitor. Oh my god, that goes so fast.
Over 1,000 square miles in size. It is home to one of the oldest plant species on Earth, the giant sequoias, which have been growing in this part of California for over 60 million years.
That's pretty cool.
That could be our connection. And what's drawing the dinosaurs here?
The sequoias are familiar, part of their genetic memory.
Then this land could be a perfect fit for the dinosaurs.
Okay, so we need to establish an operational facility containing the following.
Horse is already out of the barn. That's a saying, by the way. There's no horse and no barn.
What Owen means is that things are already in motion. We have dinosaurs that we'll need to capture and facilities that need to be built.
But not actual barns. Barns, no. Expedition center, a paleomedical facility, and a response facility. Yes.
Those should give us a solid foundation.
All right, let's start with that. Get ourselves a main section down the middle, upon which everything else can grow. Okay, good stuff. We're going to have ourselves a power station, obviously. Boom. What do you mean requires path connection? You're connected. Maybe it's because I don't have a control center yet. Get the control center added right now. And that should be good to go. So we've already got some natural water here. That's pretty handy. We could definitely use that. So we're going to need an expedition center, which I'm going to try and squeeze in up here and then rotate round. Let's put that in at an angle like that. Oh look, it just slightly changed the way that the ground terraformer works. That's okay. That's all right. That looks good. What else do we need? We need a paleomedical facility. I'll squeeze that in up the top there if I can. Alright, pretty good. I don't like this bit. We'll see if we can fix that. That looks much better. In fact, I'm not a big fan of that. Or that. So let's just get rid of those. Let's make it look nice. We're getting pretty good at the game now. We can start worrying a little bit more about how it looks, and I think that looks pretty good. We're on a hill, so there's going to be lots of lumpiness bits, but hey, that's all good. Make sure we get a resupply on that. Everything is just inside that circle. That's perfect. Right, what else do we need? A response facility, of course. There it is. I'm going to put the response facility down the bottom here because it kind of makes more sense to be in this location. And then we'll see what the game wants us to do next. Yeah, looking pretty good. It's all downhill, so we could have been more regimented, I guess, in our building, but I'm quite happy with that. Might actually just go for a second one of these, though, just to...
How are you at photography?
In what aspect? I think my right side is a little better than my left.
Oh, and I'm talking about the dinosaurs. We're gonna want images of the species in Yosemite.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, and you're wrong about the right.
Okay, I get it now. We can take one of the vehicles and go on a photo expedition. And yeah, I know, my left is better.
You're still here?
I'm leaving, but I haven't left. You get it? I'm doing a play out.
Oh,
Gone, I'm gone.
So, I completely forgotten you can take photographs of the dinosaurs and earn absolutely loads of money. I've completely forgotten about that. As long as it's unique, it's pretty fortuitous. Oh, hang on. We need to be going this way. That's somewhat unexpected. Alright, let's head this way then. Is there going to be something in the water? No, that's not deep enough. Right? Nah, it's not deep enough. Alright, let's head into the forest and see what we can find. Oh, something has stopped me. Is the forest too dense? Looks like they're all over here, look. Oh my god, there's hundreds of them! How do I take photos, though? F. Wow, look at that. 65,000 for that. Wow, brilliant. Not bad at all.
it's amazing to see these animals in something so close to their natural habitat.
These photographs are like we're not just capturing the dinosaurs, but a moment in time. Which, considering
They're
how
running
they got
alongside
here,
the truck. That's so
feels
cool.
doubly weird.
I think this is as close as we'll ever get to seeing the dinosaurs the way they were 65 million years ago. And it's breathtaking.
Certainly is. Oh, that's a carnivore, I think. Ah, seriously? You picked this moment to sit down? See if we can irritate him a bit. How do you feel about us being here, fella? You alright about that? Wow, we scared him off. $31,000 for just that one. Hang on. That's a big volume of water. No, still not big enough, I don't think. Or is it? telling me there's a photo op here, but I don't know. I don't know what of. Oh, there he is, that tiny little fella. He's teeny tiny, look. Wow, I got $5 for that. That was a tiny little dinosaur. You forget sometimes that there were like chicken-like dinosaurs. Whenever you think of dinosaurs, or whenever I think of dinosaurs, I always think like, you know, massive, massive, great big things, big teeth, or absolutely enormous in size. But no, there were actually lots of small little dinosaurs, sort of like chickens. Right, what do we got here? Wow, that got us over 100,000, that one. Composition bonus, that's probably why. Oh, look at these bad boys down here, look. Can't get a great shot on these, I don't think. Wow, that didn't get me much at all. Bit of extra for the Triceratops socializing, but no. Oh, look. The paras. We do like the paras. 72 grand on the paras. What are we waiting on here? There's a couple more this way. See what we've got up here. I love this driving around, roaming around thing. This is kind of cool. This is new. This wasn't in the original, really. Or it was. It certainly wasn't to this extent. Getting late, look. I was expecting more for that one, I really was.
We need our remote capture teams bringing back the most dangerous dinosaurs. The safety of the public and the dinosaurs are both at stake.
I'm your man. And I'm your man.
I know. Once we have them, we'll get them secured within our new facility. And I know. So be careful.
Is that it? Have I got all of them? I think I've got all of them. Right, so now we need to start capturing things. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's have a look-see here. We're going to need some enclosures. Let's begin by cornering off this section. Something like this should be a pretty decent first enclosure. It's not massive though, is it? It's quite small. We're going to have to start branching off of that and doing other things. But, okay, let's grab a capture team. Let's take direct control. And I've no idea where they are anymore. Let's head this way. That's where the truck's coming back from. And we definitely saw some dinosaurs over here, so let's go and explore. It's going to be a lot harder to explore at night. Haha! An awkward get. I thought that was a hit there, but it's not. I fell well short. That a double hit? Oh man, what is going on with my shots today? Got to try and keep them all somewhat together. That fell well short. Come on, come on, come on. My God, my aim is so off today. That's a hit, right? Are you serious? Where are these darts going? I can't see them. That missed above. That must have been a hit. Am I not supposed to be capturing these guys? Because I'm hitting that. And nothing is happening. Am I supposed to be using Expedition? I think I am. I think I'm using the wrong thing here. Oh, God. What a disaster. I thought they meant I had to go out and catch them. Right, what they mean is I need to go and catch them out in the wild. I get it now. Albertosaurus. Let's see if I can get some of my DLC. Cryolophosaurus. Trudon. Metriacantosaurus. Try saying that when you've had a couple. Herrerasaurus. Allosaurus. Big Rock. Alright, let's go get this guy. Him and Chew can go. So, okay. I don't think that this enclosure is going to be big enough for them. So let's expand it a bit. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be big enough. We'll find out eventually, won't we? Okay, let's do something like this. That's a pretty big enclosure. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we've got one reasonably large, two reasonably large, one pretty small. And if I can just expand upon that, and I think we'll be in a good spot. Because 3,000, why have we got no power? How did that happen? And what's happened to the trains, the monorail thing? That used to be in the game. Do we just not have enough power? Is that what it is? Resupply. How and why did we run out of power there then? I'm not entirely sure what caused that. Okay, first one is incoming pretty soon. We got a medical facility up here. We've got the expedition. I think we're going to need a staff center. Where can I squeeze that in? That looks pretty good. Live capture to Allosaurus. Fantastic. Transport them to location number 1. Make sure we got a gate. Research available, scientist training. Fantastic. Requires an operational science center. We don't have a science center yet. Okay. Just out of interest though, do we... Because I... Oh, this guy here. Oh, we can't train him. No training. No training. Okay. How much money have we got left? Hardly any money left. Look at that, 404,000. Right, okay. So I have basically spent every penny we have. Or had.
Transportation complete.
Let's see what's wrong with these boys. See what they need. That's actually quite a big area. I think they're going to be alright with that. One thing I know they're definitely going to need is... Okay, there we go. Wow, that was expensive. We're down to 168,000. I'm going to struggle here. So there's my Ranger car. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build an additional section here for security. I feel like we're getting involved in more complicated, difficult stuff. And I think more difficult, complicated things are going to happen. So 130,000. Yeah, look at that. 51 grand straight away right there. Right, so what's he missing? Missing forest. Area's good. Cohabitation is fine. Water's good. Prey is okay. So they don't want the other one. Okay. So just some forest then. Well, that's good. So we get a discount on that. And we'll put some forest in here. And we'll go for this kind of forest because it's easier to see through than the other one. The other one looks nicer. But when you're trying to view, you can't see a damn thing. Insufficient funds. We're in debt. Okay, that's not good. Just enough forest. Look at that. Just enough. Out of cash. When you are bankrupt, you will need to raise cash with what you have. Sell unnecessary buildings, scenery, and dinosaurs. Completing contracts or taking photos with a ranger team, capture team, or mobile vet unit can earn you additional cash. Sometimes there will be opportunities to take money from suspicious sources. Be wary of the increase in sabotage risk. Right, so what we need to do is we need to take direct control of these guys. Some idea of where we are would be good. We're just going to have to take a bunch of photographs. We'll get less with every single photo, obviously. Look at that, though. That's a good photo right there. So that's 20 grand. Okay, good. So how much cash have we got now? 18,000 in the bank. Whew. Now we have like an expedition area, but what we need is a viewing platform. How much is that? 37,000. So if I can, I'm going to have to go find some dinosaurs in the wild and get some photos that way. I could get rid of this second gate, actually. That would allow me to do it as well. Oh god, let's do that, because that's going to... It's like we're losing money hand over fist here, so get rid. Still 13,000 in debt. That's not good. Let's get rid of the staff centre for now. And once we're making a few quid, then we can expand upon that. What? Come on, come on, come on, I need the cash. Hurry up. Why have I still got no cash? You didn't give me any cash for that. You are joking, right? That's going to give me 10 grand. Oh, that's rubbish, man. That is not good at all. Right, ranger team, add a task. Yeah, we're going to struggle real bad here. I need to find some dinosaurs quickly. Oh, here's some. Oh, hello. What is this? Nice, that'll do. That will do. Ranger team. So I can't send them out here. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm just going to have to drive out here. So they're up the hill, so let's go. Direct control. Screw that, buddy. We need cash. Big time. Am I going the right way? It says there's a photo op over there somewhere. I see a Triceratops. Okay, that's 41k. Three sleeping together, that's got to be pretty cool, right? Oh yeah. It's 109k, that helps massively. That one's rolling over on its belly. Okay, got a couple of good shots there. Oh crap, right in the middle of them, look. See if I can get all four of them. 5 of them. A herd. Okay, that was only 16 grand, but we've got some money now. So I can ditch that momentarily. Here we go. And now I can build a viewing platform, which is what I think brings in all of our cash. A nice meandering walk. Ranger team, come and check the status of this bad boy here. And this bad boy here, please. Right, so does that mean we're going to have people coming in now? This is the arrival point. Ah, there we go. We've got people arriving at last. Right, so that should start bringing in a little bit of cash. And that's important because we can't go and explore or get any new dinosaurs until we've completed this task. Can't do anything. Can't even put water in. That's 20 grand just to put a bit of water in. But anyway, these boys are in pretty good condition. And just by having that one thing, we've got nearly half the score that we need. So, I mean, it was a good start. Just overspent slightly. Got a bit overzealous with the old cash situation. Now, I'm pretty sure I just gave you this task. Did I not? Pretty sure I did. Go do it, please. Right, so that's 190,000 in the bank. We're going to need a lot more than that, though. Oh, that's not good either. So we filled that up. That's fine. That's fine. That's a response facility. This is the expedition center. Is there something we can expedite cheaply? 3 Herosaurus. Alright, let's go do it. Hurrah, hurrah. You can do that on your own. It's 100,000 coming in. Rangers are very slowly coming over here, checking on. He's asleep. That's good. That means he won't attack us. That's nice. So once we get the Irvine, we'll drop that in there. I've got just enough cash to build a looking tower. So, oh, don't do that to me. It's not going to fit. Didn't give it enough space. Oh, well, that works. We could do that instead. Quite a path I'm going to have to build, though, to make that breach. Okay, that's connected. Okay, that's pretty decent coverage right there. And that's what's going to bring in the cash, is people being able to see dinosaurs. So that's an important step right there. Here we go. 3 Herosaurus. Okay. Transport.
Asset has been collected.
Just out of interest, how much space do these guys require? Can I swap them about if necessary? What's going on here? Shared with Herosaurus. How is it? How are they sharing with Herosaurus? So they could go slightly smaller. You got that climatic music again, which means something bad is going to happen, I'm sure. Okay, Ranger team.
Confirming asset delivery.
Get on it, boys. Oh, they're actually quite small, these little fellas, look. I thought they were going to be much bigger. Alright, so what sort of food do they eat? Let's figure that out. How much cash we've got? 275. So the money is coming in dribs and drabs. Starting to happen. Medical scan required. Oh, okay. Where's my medical team? Okay, and whilst we're doing that, so they need prey and forest. Okay, that's good. We can cope with both of those things. There's a bit of prey. And we'll add as much forest as I can afford. So he's injured from attacking fences, apparently. And they're saying there's no prey. What's that then? Feeders. Herbivores will eat from suitable foliage inside their enclosures, meeting their territory needs, will ensure they have what they need. Carnivores and piscivores need to be provided with special feeders inside their enclosures. Some dinosaurs are able to satisfy their hunger just from hunting, provided there is enough prey. So, there is prey. And let's just try and work this out here. Not sure why it's telling me he's got no prey. Ailment detected. Set MVU to perform medical scan. I just sent the MVU to do that. What the hell? So he's got a minor fracture. So we're going to have to send these guys in to sort him out. He's also got a minor fracture. So that's both of those are going to need... Oh, they eat differently, look. That's cool. And he's also got a minor fracture. That's ridiculous. Why have they all got minor fractures? That's crazy. Right, transport you to the medical... How many medical facilities do we have in one of these? Just one? Requires major injury. So is that not a major injury then? Right, there we go. There's one. So Chew is our medical man. Oh no, look at this.
Heading to pick up the asset.
We're going to have to put everybody on it. I'm going to have to start training my scientists to be more medically minded. Because we're struggling a little bit there. Right, so the money is rolling in. That's good, good, good. What I might do is...
Transportation underway.
Start writing up some tips here. As and when I see it.
Asset transportation complete.
So hopefully that medical unit will do the job that needs to be done there. Shouldn't take too long. He's only a little fella. Be nice if I could get 4 of these in place, but I guess it's one at a time for now. 30 seconds and he'll be back to full health. That's good. So what's going on with these two then? This guy is... What's wrong with this guy? He's actually fine. And he's actually fine. So they just had a little bit of damage. Nothing serious. And it was only this one that needed medical attention. Okay, well that's good to see. That is good to see. So can I... Okay, we've got 1 million again now. So let's go right ahead and get a star center put back in here. Because being able to rest your scientists is pretty darned important. Treatment complete. Fantastic. Transport back to your location. And they're going to wake up in 6 minutes. Are they happy? Population needs to be a minimum of 3, so they're going to be all grumpy whilst he's not here. Just enough prey. Only just, though. Maybe we'll whack another goat in here. Let's have a look at these boys. Ah, we need to get some of these markers in.
Asset transportation underway.
So that we can assess these guys a little easier. I'm glad you can automate this, well, semi-automate it. You know, it's controlled under my control, as it were. But yeah, I'm glad you can do that, because it definitely takes the pressure off. Just like that. It's got a nice flowy look about it. Pretty smart looking. Right, so we've got space for another dinosaur enclosure here. So let's begin with some water. Always begins with water. The ranger team are on their way doing their thing.
Delivery complete.
How are they for space, by the way? Oh yeah, plenty good enough. Plenty good enough. Good, good, good. Right. No dinosaurs ever seem to try and escape out of the main gate, which is interesting, but kind of fortuitous at the same time. Oh, look, look, look. Is he attacking the... He's attacking the truck. So he's a little beat up and battered and bruised. You can see there's a couple of blood marks on him. He's fast. He does not like that truck, does he? He really doesn't like that truck. I think that's hilarious. Right, these boys are having a little nap. That's good for us. So we can come in quite safely. I say quite safely. Because we're going to go park right next to them. There he is, assessing them. That's cool. I like the way that they come in and do that. That's all very good. So show me your stats. Everything is top notch. They could do with a bit more prey as well. What was that other feature at the bottom there that's a bit low? They could do with a bit more forest as well. Let's put a little bit of forest in then. Just there. So they've got some. We'll put down another feeder so that they don't run out. They don't get hungry and narky. That's the last thing we want, because then all hell will break loose. They'll be awake in 2 minutes. Is he freaking out because he's on his own? No, he's good. Look at that. He's 100% happy. Right, expedition time. Let's send these guys out. What should we go for this time? An Albertosaurus. An Albertosaurus. Okay. Let's go get this guy. And then what I think we're going to do is we're going to view the scientists and we're going to rest this guy. I can't believe it costs me 75 grand to rest him. That's crazy. But, okay. Things are looking good. We're still only about halfway, which is weird because that got us halfway. Maybe when these wake up, this will go better as well. Who knows? Who knows? Whatever goes in here is going to be a big draw. So we're going to need a feeder. Put 2 feeders in there. Get it up and running as soon as possible. What other operations can I have? Response facility, science center. Oh yeah, we don't have a science center. Oh, come on, that can fit in there, surely. Yeah. Awkwardly, but in. It's pretty good, actually. So then I can do some research and I can get their medical skills up a little higher. View research, come in here. Staff are busy. Okay. We'll wait for a minute then. We'll wait. So I think I've got a bit of building space here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another response unit sort of over here. Like so. And obviously we're going to have to build power supply area. Then we're going to have to connect it. Okay, it's been a little bit awkward. Here we go. One Albertosaurus. Transport the dinosaur.
Assets in the air.
Perfect. So we're going to put ourselves a little gate here and here. That's how we'll get access to this area. A little scanning area there. And that's your job. Furthermore, in fact, I don't think I need to do anything else. I bet the medical facility is going to need to come over. So that covers all the way up to there, so I can put
Delivery confirmed.
another one of these just here. Facing the right way makes more sense. Perfect. Okay, Rangers, show me what this guy needs. Look at him. He's an absolute beast. Absolute beast. Right, the Rangers are there. So they're going to come down and assess this guy, give me some information about him. Staying at a safe distance, very wise. So I'm going to send the MVU unit. I thought I might have to. So these guys, add task. I'm going to come into settings, gameplay, and I'm going to turn off focus on vehicle because that's getting annoying. Right, that should help that little situation. And let's see what this guy needs. What do you need, sir? He's having a little lie down. That's good for us. Missing rock and sand. Rock and sand. Let's get a bit of sand painted down here. Especially around the water's edge. He swallowed a phone. So he's injured because he swallowed a phone. Oh, hello. He's ringing. He's ringing. That's funny as hell. Okay, so I think we need to do a medical procedure on him. So we'll go call in the capture team. Get some fuel. They have been busy. Get some fuel on there as well. Okay. Oh, look, these guys are out as well. They need some fuel. Expensive day for fuel, but we got there in the end. Right, transport team. Get that telephone out of him somehow. So it's going to take 6. Oh no. Right, we've got a bit of a problem then, because...
Heading to collect the asset.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a problem because we need to have more medical capabilities. Can I... Scientist upgrade to level 2. Right, that shouldn't take too long. And then I can train them to be better medical specialists. Just wondering if I can... where am I looking here? Control center, view scientist. Can I get another one in? Why have I only got 3 now? Right, so ideally I need a medical welfare specialist. She's 3 of 7. I think 3 of 7 is the way we're going to have to go. It's got a little bit on the other side as well. Right, so with that in mind, once he arrives, we should be able to now give him the medical attention he needs to get that phone out of him. And I can't believe it's still ringing. That's quite funny. That is
Transporting asset.
is most entertaining. Right, how are we doing here? 1,656. So we're still only halfway, which is somewhat weird. Because we definitely have more assets than we had before. Guess we're going to have to send the expedition center out. If I can remember where I've put it. What do we got here? 2 Cryolophosaurus. Okay, well before I do that, let's get the medical stuff done. Is he still going to wake up in a certain amount of time? Research complete. Fantastic. Right, let's assign some scientists. Shafiri and Chew. Fantastic. We are definitely making progress now. So, whatever we put in here needs to be quite big in terms of attraction pull. So there's lots of water. What have we got? I think these guys need to go and have a break. They look tired. Have a rest. Have a rest. So we definitely lost a scientist somewhere along the lines. I'm not entirely sure how. Maybe they got overtired and quit or something like that. So we've got a pretty decent amount of medical capability. Maybe I could do with boosting this up a little bit more, and then G could take over some of the jobs from Faraha. He's also very cheap, look. So once he's finished resting, we'll train him up. That should be pretty good. Treatment successful. Mobile phone removed. So we'll get him back into his enclosure and then we'll see how he feels. As long as he's happy, we'll continue. But we need to speed up time a little bit because we need people to finish resting so that we can send them on more expeditions. Seems to be dark an awfully long time, don't you think? Seems to get dark very early and stay dark for a very long time. Right, here comes that boy. There's plenty of food running about. How's he feeling? Population of 1, area is good, cohabitation is fine. He could do with more rock. He likes rocks. Alright, we'll go crazy, crazy, crazy with rocks. Where are the rocks? How's that? Is that enough rocks for you? Do you feel at home now? Yeah, much happier. Much happier. Good. Right, so we're close. I think we've almost done this. Let's go and get one more set of dinosaurs in, and then I think we are good to go. 8 Trudoon. They look little, don't they? The Trudoon. God damn it. Trudoon. The Cryolophosaurus. Oh, a Dilophosaurus. See, now these are quite famous because of the movie. So let's go and grab that dinosaur. Or that set of dinosaurs, and they can go over here. It's quite a big enclosure for them. It might be too big. I might be able to split that into 2, possibly. Why do you 4 have no power? That's why. Okay, good. Power is back on. And we're going to have ourselves a little... observation area. And we'll add that to these guys. To-do list. Everything is just running so smoothly right now. There really are no problems. Let's speed up time just a smidge. So I might be able to put a fence across here and then have 2 enclosures. In fact, let's go down that route. Let's go down that route now. So we got 6 of these bad boys. We got 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I don't know what they eat particularly.
Asset transported.
So we'll get a ranger team to come in.
Transportation complete. Asset delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
And then we'll get the MRU unit, or whatever it's called. MRV, I forget now. MVU, there we go. And we'll get them to come over and check on all these guys as well. Missing forest. Alright, let's see what they need. Not enough prey and not enough forest, and that's it. Okay, so not enough prey and not enough forest. Boom. Boom. So there's definitely going to be enough prey now. We do need a viewing center. Definitely the pathing is better than it used to be, because doing something like that would have been a nightmare before. So I'm glad that works better. Right, what's wrong with this little boy? Undiagnosed ailment. Let's get some forest in here. That's pretty good for forest. How are you feeling now? Seriously. Need even more forest. Okay, so you're going to need the denser, more volume-full forest, like so. How's that? Have we ticked your box? Just about enough. Yeah, perfect. So the space is good enough. Everything is good enough. That's great. Ranger team. What the hell? Are they attacking the fences? It's okay if they attack the inner fences because they can't go anywhere. Why are they attacking the fences? Undiagnosed ailment. Right, what the frickin' hell is going on here, Wiz? Oh, man alive. Look, we're off and running. Here we go. Let's just knock them all out. That's my advice. And then the ranger team can come and fix all the fences. I knew these little buggers were going to be awkward. I just knew it. I knew it. I just bloody knew it.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Asset in transit.
Right. Okay, I think we've got everything back up and running. I've got to find that MVU unit, though. Yeah. Got a bunch of sick animals.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Where's this thing gone? See, look, he's returning to... What an idiot. Okay, right, we finally got there, I think. Take a photo of a dinosaur with rabies. So that's what I've got to do in order to... These guys got rabies. Whoa! That goat nearly killed me. See if we can get him doing his thing. That was it, but the bloody car was in the way. Terrible shot. Terrible shot. The audio is brilliant. That's exactly how they sound in the movie. I love that. Do not. You little git. Why is he attacking the flipping... Right. Research on rabies complete. Rabies dart treatment complete. So if I now press T, add a task, medicate this bad boy, this bad boy, this bad boy, this bad boy, and if I can, this bad boy. Perfect. So they're going to come down, medicate everybody. That should be that dealt with. The ranger team obviously need to come and fix this fence. Hopefully once we've got the rabies out of their system, they'll stop attacking the fences, but I don't know for sure. We're ever so close now to achieving this current mission objective, but they're going to be the problem children, I can tell you now. They're going to cause so many problems. So many problems. Right, let's get the expedition center out there. Let's get one more lot in. What should we go for? The Tradoons? Let's go for the Metria Canathana, whatever that is. He's a big old dinosaur. He's on his own, I think. I'm not sure, actually. I didn't read that properly. So here comes the medical unit. Slowly making their way round. Is he going to dart them from there? I think he's trying to, look. He's trying to dart him through the fence. I think he got him, actually. Nice. Research complete. Rabies inoculation. Oh, I pressed tab too slowly. So we have one infection somewhere. Where is it? Or is it gone? Is that it dealt with? I think we finally got it. So they're all going to be tranquilized for the next 5 minutes. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Can I put a dinosaur in the middle here? Because I've kind of accidentally created an inner sanctuary outside a buildable area. That's a shame. That would have been the perfect building area, wouldn't it? For something. That's a shame, actually. That's kind of a limitation on the game, that these rocks can't be built on. I'm quite happy not being able to build buildings and units and stuff on there, but letting dinosaurs roam about on top of a mountain, that seems perfectly reasonable. Not sure why they haven't included that, because that would look fantastic. That would be 5 areas that you could explore and put dinosaurs in. Right, the Phoenix will be here in 10 seconds. Let's make sure we're in the right enclosure. This is the one. Let's hope he likes it. It's too slow. Too slow, Sim, too slow. Oh, there were 3 of them. Okay, well, we got 2 out of 3. Make sure I put them in the right one.
Asset has been collected.
Fantastic. There we go. Oh, look, 3,131. We are literally 200 points away from having completed California. California. And then it drops back down to 2,621. Why does that happen? I don't understand what metric that is working on. It seems to fluctuate pretty erratically, in my opinion. Right, a ranger team.
Asset has been delivered.
I don't think I have a scannable area in here, do I? Let's add one, and then we can get the old helicopter team to come in. And they will scan these bad boys for me. At least I think they will. Let's test that theory. We'll bring the MVU down as well.
The stakes are as high as they've ever been, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not mistaken.
We are on the cusp of achieving a new relationship with the dinosaurs, forging revolutionary ideas because we're able to better understand the past.
And boy, do we now.
We're trying to put those accidents behind us.
Well, if I may, there are no accidents, simply undiscovered reasons. Our mistake, humanity's mistake, is believing that we want to know the truth when the lie is more than enough to sustain us. These genetically manufactured dinosaurs, they're as real as we chose to make them. We've manipulated and crossbred dogs and cats and livestock for years. Why? Not for what they need, but for what we want out of the animals.
And you think that's what we're doing now?
You tell me. Any contact, no matter how slight and reasoned, introduces change. Is that not correct? Dr. Dua, enlighten us.
For now, it's what we have to accept.
All they
Our
need
job-
is prey.
My
Okay.
job is to make sure these animals have the best care. As for the rest, let come what may.
Yes. Yes. How wonderfully chaotic of you.
That's it. I think we've done it. I think every single animal has got 80% happiness and comfort. These guys are in and they're happy. We've achieved the goal. Let's speed up time. I'm sure nothing is going to go horribly wrong in the next 5 minutes. Except these guys are going to wake up in the next 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of those Dilophosaurus are now awake, and they are awkward little buggers.
Even on the islands, we never created something this
Perfect.
Perfect.
Well, considering we can't let them run free and the dinosaurs will never really know the life they should be living, it's as perfect as can be.
I guess. We should be happy.
But are we happy?
Sorta?
Okay, something's bothering you, and it's not me.
No.
So, what gives?
This park. This isn't the dinosaurs' final stop, is it? No, of course it's not. How could it be? It's too dangerous to have these animals this close to civilization.
Where they go, we go.
You mean that, Owen? You realize what you're saying?
We're a team. I know you, Claire. You won't turn your back on them, which is a bad idea, by the way. Never do that. And
Vehicle under threat.
neither can I. These animals are a destiny that we can't escape. Not just you and me, it's everyone. That's something the Earth needs to come to terms with.
Yeah, we either make this planet right, or the dinosaurs. They'll make it theirs.
Mission completed. California. Brilliant stuff. That was didn't start off very well, but it finished very well, and I think we did a good job there. So well done us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.